Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It is I, JoJo Talks Too Much, here to bring you yet another video on this channel. And I know I said that I was going to do the seasonal anime, and I will, but probably just ReZero. I did want to talk about manga though, and I think that's pretty much what this channel is going to be. It's going to be manga and books and reading and stuff, because I've been on a reading kick, and that's just kind of where, you know, the worlds overlap. I like reading. I also like manga. Manga's kind of like anime, and this channel used to be an anime channel, so it kind of works out. That said, I want to talk a little bit about a manga that I just read that actually just came out the other day. It came out September 8th, or at least, you know, we got it on Viz in the West on September 8th. I don't know exactly when it dropped, but it is called Ichi the Witch, a story by Osamu Nishi with art by Shiro Usazaki. I don't believe I'm familiar with the names. I don't recognize the names. I probably should have researched that before I actually made this video, but I was very, very, very pleasantly surprised. The art by Usazaki was so strong in this. I loved the way that this series, especially like the witches, like their outfits are just immaculate. The reason why this caught my eye in particular is, for those of you who don't know, I'm a little witchy man myself. So I do like magic in air quotes, because it's not quite what people think. So I do practice a little bit of witchcraft. That's where my spirituality kicks in, and so whenever I see stuff with witches, I get kind of excited, right? So I will say that this series, much like many other series that involve witches and magic and stuff, is very much a fantastical version of that, because we don't, you know, transform like magical girls. And it's not, like, to me, witchcraft's more about just like putting good intentions out into the world. It's about intentions. It's not about actually summoning fireballs, although that shit would be very rad. It's not quite as cool as that. It's not quite as cool as it is in Ichi the Witch, but I will say that anything with witches usually kind of catches my eye, and this one in particular very much did. And I was very pleasantly surprised. I've been noticing lately that the manga that comes out of Jump, it has been not very like hardcore shonen-y as much as I feel like it used to be, because Ichi the Witch kind of had like some slight like magical girl energy to it, which I was kind of here for. I kind of had that shoujo energy, which I really like. And the entire manga can basically be summed up as that scene from Return of the King, right, where Eowyn does the "I am no man," right? But instead of "I am no man," it's "I am no woman." I'm no woman, okay? Because Ichi, well, that boy just different. That boy is that one in a million, you know? And he, the whole thing with Ichi, I think that really draws me to him as a character, is the fact that he's such a little freak. That's the best way I can put it. He's a little bit of a freak show, and I'm kind of here for it. And I love that we have like a very interesting backstory. Oh, Ichi was, you know, left alone, and he was left up on the mountain, and the mountain's filled with monsters, right? And, well, monsters, yes, but, like, as far as we see, like, the first thing he encounters is a wolf, thank goodness, because if he encountered the thing, the evil magic guy at the end, he probably would have died. But what I like about this is it sets up some very interesting backstory for Ichi, which I'm really excited about, because I do feel like there's a reason why he was left behind. As per typical shonen silly nonsense, usually the main character has a very mysterious backstory, right? Itadori, very mysterious. Like Deku, not really. Deku, less so. We never did find out who that boy's dad was. But, you know, Naruto, right? Like, characters usually Goku even. Like, characters will have a mysterious backstory, and we find out over time, you know, what's going on with them. I guess even to an extent you got Luffy and everybody as a Ichigo, you know, like all these characters do have mysterious backstory that eventually gets explained more so towards the end of the series. So I'm hoping that we do actually see the end of the series, because if there's one thing I love, and when I say I love, I mean I hate, I love to hate about Jump, is I love the amount of new series that comes out. I love it. I also hate it because I know that most of them are going to get the axe. And I am hoping to God, I am hoping. I am hoping to whatever deity will answer that Ichi does actually make it past the initial chapters. Because I feel like there's something here, right? But every time I think there's something here, it gets canceled. The one time that didn't happen was Blue Box, and now it's getting an anime. Oh, I probably will talk about the Blue Box anime, because Blue Box is so good. Blue Box is basically Shonen Fruits Basket, and it's great. And that is something that I want more of. I want series with the emotions, the weight of Fruits Basket, but with the fun action of many of the Shonen series that I know we all love. And I feel like, I'm hoping that Ichi has it, because Ichi, right away, they make you love this boy. He's a little freak, and he's great, you know, and I really want to root for him and see where this kid's story's gonna go. I also really like that the setup for Ichi being, like, basically, like I said, that 1 in a million, right? So, for those of you who haven't read it, spoilers for chapter 1, but again, it is chapter 1, so I feel like spoilers are kind of on the table. So the way the world operates is essentially magic is introduced as these like creatures that you overcome a trial that the magic, quote unquote magic with a magic spelt with a J and a K, the magic gives you a challenge, and if you overcome the challenge, you get that magic's power, right? So you become a witch. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting. Magic creatures really seem to only appear before women, and it seems like only women have the aptitude to be witches, right? So women are the only one with like the who seemingly have the ability to transform into witches, which really reminds me of the Senshi, right? It reminds me of Senshi from Sailor Moon, where only, like, technically speaking, only women can be Senshi, right? And I'm sure somebody who watched the 90s show is going to have some objection to that. And to that, I say watch Crystal. I know that season 1 and 2 is looking a little rough, but it's still great. And quite frankly, I think the 90s Sailor Moon is not that great. But, oh, did he say that? Yes, he did. But that's what it reminds me of. And again, much like Sailor Moon, and is this Shonen Sailor Moon? Wow, there you go. There's your title or thumbnail, future me. Is this the Shonen Sailor Moon? Much like Sailor Moon, there is one dude who seemingly has powers similar to Senshi and Ichi the Witch. It is very much the identical to the witches. And, you know, Mamoru could do, like, La Smoking Bomber, right? Like, Mamoru could do Senshi stuff, and Ichi now seemingly has the power of a witch, and seemingly a pretty badass power to boot, because it's the king magic. So he has king magic, which makes me very curious. I am hoping that we get to see a more sort of softer shoujo-y like emotion to the series, because again, there's little moments where I'm like, okay, I'm feeling the emotions here. I'm feeling like the lighter emotions, not so much like, let's get into a fight, although I also do like, let's get into a fight. You know, I love that too, but I'm liking the kind of softer shoujo vibes. You guys know me, most of the shit I read is BL anyway, so that, like, by the way, I'm not expecting BL from Ichi the Witch, but I am like liking the sort of like I'm hoping that like that kind of shoujo magical girl energy that this series might bring is tied with some really badass shonen fights, and I think that if you can combine those two things, you have something really special. And I do think that this might be something really special, and the reason why is because I was sitting in my chair, it is past office hours here, and I still turned my desk into a standing desk, stood up, and I had to stand to talk about it. I had to, like, throw the blanket off my legs and actually stand up and talk to you guys about Ichi the Witch. If you have not read this, do that. Trust me. Okay, you gotta trust me. But yeah, go check out Ichi the Witch. Trust me on that one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe, you know, Google will recommend you one of these other videos here, over here somewhere. I'm gonna try to come back to doing JoJo Talks Too Much videos a little bit more frequently. Gonna read some more manga, so if you have any manga recommendations for me, you guys know I like my BL, so BL Rex, any new manga that you think kind of fits my aesthetic, let me know. Just hit my keyboard. Yeah, okay. Until next time, bye-bye.